Ice hockey in India is a relatively unknown sport, right? It is played high up in the mountains, in the Himalayan region, which we at Royal Enfield consider our spiritual home. So when we went to the Himalayas, to Ladakh, particularly to Ladakh, but also to Himachal and other parts, and we realized that this sport is so integral to the community. They are the ones who are the carriers of this sport in this country. We decided to partner with them and work with them to develop an ecosystem around the sport. Any sport would need several actors. We are one of those, and our focus is on developing ice hockey high up in the Himalayas. When we say participation to progression, what we mean is that at one level, we would like many more people to participate, but it's really about providing that ecosystem and nurturing them to be able to chase their dreams as, from the grassroots for the kids who are coming in from these remote regions, to create a whole ecosystem, to have the right kind of support system for them to become ice hockey players, professionally play the game, and then, of course, take India to Winter Olympics, hopefully in 2042.
This is your brainful thing. I mean, you not only you started from the scratch and you have built it up. Now, there has to be one federation also in sports. Every sports is governed by a federation. So, how do you like to go about that when it's being recognized by IOA and the Sports Ministry, and as you say, participation in Winter Olympics, that has to come only through federation?
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. And look, like I said, we are actors in supporting this game. Of course, this is really close to our heart, and we are friends with the federation. You can see that the coaches here today that have come are from the International Ice Hockey Federation. The Olympic dream is a little far off, so of course there will be many different stakeholders, and we are happy to work with everyone to make sure that we reach that point. Friends, they've been with us in our earlier programs, and we continue to do this and focus on the grassroots level to be able to nurture the players from these remote regions who will then
helping you for this league.
This is independent. Our Royal Enfield League is entirely independent. It's in fact a culmination of our grassroots level training program, and it culminates with the Royal Enfield Ice Hockey League.
Ensure top level participation.
Look, for us, the players who are with us throughout the training program, they are the ones who are coming out and they're making the teams. And if you look at, you need a league system anywhere for the players to be able to come up to a particular point, particular place, right? And that's our intention. That is how we ensure top-level participation by bringing in international coaches. Like we have Peter Gabe here, there is Darryl Eason here, and our job is really to be able to work with the community.
Right. I just talked to one of the participants, the Winters.
That's right.
In Spiti. Now, that brings us to the question, only 3 months of practice. I mean, how can you have that level of practice when the winter countries like Canada, like European countries, if you have to participate at that level, you need round-the-year participation?
Well, the good news is that there is a lot of infrastructure which is being developed for a year, like a all-year rink. There is a rink that has come up in Dehradun, which is where we did our training program earlier with the coaches, the 2 levels. Ladakh has also been building a rink, and hopefully we will have infrastructure to be ensure that, there is practice through the year. And you're absolutely right. That is a key element which is now being developed.
All right. One final question. You have also talked about this not. How do you elaborate on that?
Sports is a social movement to begin with, right? But for us, because our focus and the program sits as part of our social mission at Royal Enfield, the way we discovered ice hockey was when we were talking to the community members on several other projects. We figured how dear this game was to them, and in the harsh winter months, how the efforts that they put in to be able to play this game. I think, much like all other sports, ice hockey as well is something that can bring pride and unity in the communities high up in the Himalayas. It can boost tourism, so there's livelihood as well around winter tourism, and overall it really spotlights in all the positives and brings the youth together.
Social movement, when you talk about it, it also brings, that's something which is fun.
We had 10,000 people in minus 20 degrees watching the finals last year in Leh. So I don't think that's exactly boutique. That's quite a few people given the winters. And we are hoping that, through the promotion of something like this, we will also have several other people from the mainlands go up to Ladakh for in January to catch the third season of the Royal Enfield Ice Hockey League. And that will, when you put the word out through your channels, that is what is going to help us do that.
This indeed is a beautiful sport and one of the fastest in the world, if not the fastest, I believe.
Yeah, it's a visually spectacular sport. Yeah.
Spectacular. Will you talk to the broadcasters or somewhere to
Not at this point in time, because I think
third year?
I know this is well, thank you for the suggestion, but I don't think we are speaking to broadcasters just yet. What we are trying to do is first make sure that our league system, our grassroots training program is absolutely world class, which is why we are working with the International Ice Hockey Federation. We have the coaches here, and one step at a time, as we move along, we get more actors, more players to come in and support us as well. We'll definitely try to put the word out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.